Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Wilson's good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Intercepted.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
50-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Able to power through, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On first down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
3-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson dancing to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5 at the 25.
From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Shotgun now for Murray. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Open is Olsen, he's got it. Touchdown Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Greg Olsen. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Cardinals 17, Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second down, this is Edmonds. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
K.J. Wright.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
It's second and
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. They run the counter. Edmonds. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Seahawks 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Man open left side, it's Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Cardinals.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and now it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. Breaks a tackle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Seahawks 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to number 10.
DeAndre Hopkins. As the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
34.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Carson, the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play fake. Murray going deep for Hopkins. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, Edmonds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
It's a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They run the counter. Edmonds. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the prime.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
3rd and 13.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Wilson. Steps away to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 34, Seahawks 28.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jabal Sheard, his 2nd sack of the night. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And able to find Kirk complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. K.J. Wright able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up third.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got Lockett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
He was
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead.
Jason.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The throwaway.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now
under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again. Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go read option with Wilson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On the return is Peterson. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams.
Murray's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
19-yard line.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Cardinals 34. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Give him 5 on the